It's okay, Michael. You know why?
Why?
Because the fans get to hear what's going on in the latest episode of Don't At Me with Alex and Michael. Oh yeah, baby. We are back in studio. We got to watch some exciting conference games go down to the wire yesterday.
Exciting for me.
I covered one game that was thrilling, but the first game of the day, Michael, we have to react. Wait a second. Hey, producer E.
I told you.
Do you notice something?
He said divisional round.
Hey, do you notice something about Michael today?
I don't see any Chiefs gear.
That's not red.
I got Chiefs draws on. Don't worry about it, guys.
Yeah, he's hiding them because he's ashamed because Chiefs fandom had to watch Joe Cool or Joe Hio, Joe Burrow, Joe Super Bowl eviscerate the Chiefs from this postseason and headed straight to the Super Bowl. So, Michael, let me know, how do you feel about your Chiefs going down yesterday?
I am mad. I am disappointed. I'm not even going to use mad. I am very disappointed.
Do you see how little energy there is in Michael right now with this?
I'm just so disappointed just with the coaching, and then, of course, to the most skilled quarterback ever. Patrick Mahomes, you're up 21-3. You have to win that game at Arrowhead. You have to make it happen. But I really think the coaching failed on the offensive end because they were too aggressive where they didn't need to be. The Chiefs ran for nearly 100 yards. 12 carries for McKinnon, 6 for Clyde Edwards-Helaire, and they stopped running the ball in the second half after it worked so well. And you were just drawing up a lot of deep plays when you didn't have to. They could have said, let's make this a field goal game. All we have to do is score 6 to 9 points. We can win this game. But instead, you go for it at the end of the half. It was just bad coaching. Is this why Bieniemy doesn't get a job? Are people blaming him on this? I hope not. But yeah, it was just bad coaching, and you would hope to see that team close out much better.
So then, before I go, I want to ask, are you putting more onus on coaching, or are you going to put some blame, if not more blame, on your quarterback?
It's going to be on coaching because you have to run the plays called, but then it's also going to be on Patrick Mahomes, holding the ball too long, taking sacks. But I just think that the coaches didn't do a good job to getting touches for Tyreek Hill. They didn't do a good job running the football. No matter what people say, when the Chiefs won the Super Bowl playing against the Niners, Damian Williams had a great postseason that year. He balled out versus the Texans, balled out versus the Titans, and then the Niners. It's like the Chiefs totally forgot that, and that's on coaching. You have to give the ball to these guys because you're going to waste clock. Even if you get 3, you're using about 6-7 minutes of the clock. Yep. It would have changed the game, but they came out. Let's keep throwing deep. It was like they was trying to run it up.
Yep. And
it came back to bite them. And I still believe the Chiefs were the better team. It's just they didn't finish, and that's why they took an L.
So, it brings me so much joy hearing you say that, and I want to take a moment, look back in history at last week's episode, what exactly I said that the Bengals would have to do in order to win this game.
Yeah.
It is incumbent upon the Bengals corners to do their damn job. It is incumbent upon them to step up. I'm talking about Eli Apple, Trey Flowers, Chidobe Awezi. I'm talking about you guys stepping up. Got an assignment this week. Watch the film on Kelsey. Watch the film on Hill, Hardman, Williams, all of these guys, even down to Byron Pringle. Watch that film and be ready. Yes. I said that the Bengals corners would have to step up, not Eli Apple. The Bengals corners. And what did they do? They managed to step up when they needed to, making the Chiefs try and play aggressive in the second half, daring them. And what did the Chiefs do? You play stupid games, you get stupid prizes. That's right. The Chiefs could not get anything going down for Kelsey, for Hill, for Hardman, for Pringle, for all the guys that I said in that video. They decided to go away from the run game. The one thing that they had that was working to their arsenal, that was also separating them and giving the receivers the ability to get open. Yeah. And what ended up happening? The Bengals stepped up from the line to the corners, to everyone, and they said, no way, no how, we're getting another Patrick Mahomes in the Super Bowl moment, and that's what I loved. I loved watching.
He'll be back next year, so don't worry, League.
I loved watching Joe Burrow step up and do his thing. Damage Damage. 25 important rushing yards. And the best and most important play of the game, which got the best replay and photo taken of it, was in the fourth quarter, 3rd and 7.
What a great
Joe Burrow avoids getting taken down by everyone in the army, manages to escape, and rushes for a first down.
Yes.
I've never seen a guy literally escape being manhandled other than in animes. And that in and of itself is amazing. He was like Spike from Cowboy Bebop, just doing his thing, and got in for the first down.
Because the Chiefs did a good job on Jamar Chase. It was just, honestly, they just continued to chip away. The Bengals were like, take what we can, chip away.
And you know what they took?
And they got a dub.
You know what they took?
What'd they take?
They took T. Higgins.
No, yeah,
for what?
underneath.
6 of 10 for how many yards, Michael?
Yeah, he was balling.
103. I said no Jamar Chase, 266 day again. What did they realize? Oh, if we got this guy in double coverage, that means Mr. Higgins is going to be available.
The defense, for me, the defense of the Kansas City Chiefs did their job.
You say the Chiefs defense came to play. I show you the evidence. They did not come to play. What do you call that P-Ryan 41-yard touchdown?
No,
he left everyone in the building.
Yeah, that was terrible.
He should have put up the 2 fingers and went cheetah on all of them. Like, peace, I'm going. Look, the Bengals showed up, and don't get me wrong, I said originally, and I stood by it, the Chiefs were the team that were going to win. I thought they would have.
The best team didn't win. It's just a team that played better won the game.
And that's why we don't have to watch Jackson Mahomes or Brittany Matthews do their thing, do some terrible TikToks in the Super Bowl. Michael, I'm happy about that. How do you feel?
Jackson, sit your ass down. We don't want to see you. We want to see Pat, man. So that's bad juju.
Hey, lean in. Don't at me moment of the day. Michael, tell him again.
We don't want to see you, Jackson. Sit your ass down.
Okay, now we got to talk about another team that sat their ass down.
Nah, it wasn't a team.
Oh, no,
it was
I'm
the
sorry.
quarterback who sat it down.
Oh, I'm sorry. We're talking about the running back that carried the load the entire way to the game for the most incompetent quarterback in football and the most incompetent quarterback to be 4-1 as a starter for the 49ers. And we're talking about the Rams advancing to another Super Bowl beating producer E's 49ers. So, Michael, you have a message for producer E?
Same way he can say, I told you so, I told you so. I do not trust Jimmy Garoppolo with anything. Maybe I'll trust him if we go out and get some drinks and go get chicks. But when it comes to the game of football, I do not want Jimmy G as my quarterback. He choked away the Super Bowl versus the Chiefs. And it was a game for him to take yesterday, but he didn't do his job. And then it's coaching once again. How does Debo, the guy who takes chains and bikes, not get a touch the last 12 minutes of that football game? I felt the defense did their job, but you had so many opportunities to get other points, and Jimmy Garoppolo fell. He was throwing the ball. He was looking like a spoof of a quarterback. So Jimmy G, get better.
He looked like one of the Mad.
See you in Detroit next year.
Like what you'd see in a Mad magazine article, or you remember the Garbage Pail Kids?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's like Jimmy G of quarterbacks. Look,
Man.
Jimmy G could not do anything yesterday. I covered this game. I had to watch it from start to finish. It was a defensive bout early on.
Yeah.
But oh my God, for a guy that was at one point the guy I wanted to inherit Tom Brady's seat, holy crap, Jimmy G is just going to willingly throw it to anyone and everyone. It's like the same play. You know he's going to try and throw it downfield and force it. So all you got to do is make sure you cover the receivers and you're good. Jimmy G is not going to be the San Francisco 49ers starting quarterback next year.
No way.
Very easy. Oh, wait, at the same time, no way, no how. I want to give him some credit. Kyle Shanahan managed to get a team that was led by a guy whose records suggest that he is a winner, yet you look and upon inspection, you realize that it's the team that he's played with that has uplifted him to that level.
Agreed.
He has put together a team that can both defensively wear you down and has the right guys to be able to run it down your throat. So I want to give the 49ers some credit for the work that they did getting this far with literally Napoleon Dynamite's Uncle Rico as quarterback. But holy crappy, how do you feel?
You know what? We just got out-ninered. That game right there typified exactly what we've done to the entire league, particularly in this playoff run. The Rams took away the run game and forced Jimmy Garoppolo to have to beat them for 4 quarters. Now, Jimmy looked pretty spectacular for 3 and maybe a quarter of 4 quarters.
I thought you were going to say 3/4 of 4 minutes.
He looked like he was out there dancing with 2 left feet. Just like Michael said, Debo didn't get a touch in the last 12:46 of the game.
Yeah.
Can you explain that?
There were several passes to George Kittle and Brandon Ayuk that were there for the taking. They just didn't get thrown the ball.
Yep.
And one thing about Jimmy is that he tends to lock on one receiver. Before Debo had this rise, it was George Kittle, and he would just force feed George Kittle.
Yes.
Now you see him force feeding Debo. Brandon Ayuk is
It's a
beating
challenge.
coverage
Fact.
every single game and is not even being looked at. So, shout out to Jimmy Garoppolo. He'll probably land with Pittsburgh
The Broncos.
or the Broncos. He's definitely a starting quarterback. He needs to go to a veteran-laden team that has a strong run game and a strong defense.
You could literally
And you
go to
see-
Tampa.
And you see that you can win games with him. Is he a Super Bowl winning quarterback? No, but you can get to a Super Bowl with him.
I know who he is, E.
He's Alex Smith.
No, I don't think he's Alex. It's Alex
no.
runs. He's Trent Dilford.
I can see
Yeah,
that. He's a
that's
little bit
close
better
enough.
than Trent Dilfer.
Yeah, he's a little better, but I think he's Trent Dilford like Brad Johnson.
Look, I just want you to know, Bing Bong, Niners suck.
You know
Nah,
what?
they
You know
gonna
what's
bounce
funny?
back.
You know what's funny? Although we have nothing to show for it, to play in the NFC Championship when what were the Patriots doing?
Yeah.
A whole bunch of nothing. Watching the game.
Hey, you don't worry about them. They're gonna be watching a lot of football these next 5 years.
But guess what?
Wow.
It's time for the trade era to
Let's do
begin.
it.
It's trade season. Let's get it.
Hey, great. It was just
Trey in the Bay, baby. Let's get it going.
Trey in the Bay. Just shout out to the NFL, man. They got everything they wanted from the NFL playoffs. So many great games, overtimes, last second wins. Waiting for the Super Bowl.
This has been great football, right? To detract from the horrible and boring NBA season that we are
yes.
experiencing, right? For multiple reasons, we got an exciting amount of football within a 2-week span. Like, I hated the idea of having a week 17, but oh my God, it worked out for the postseason. Like,
No, yeah,
it was
great.
like all we were waiting for. Like watching the movie Candyman, right? You're waiting for him to turn into Candyman, and then you wait like an hour and 40 minutes for that one scene. You're like, oh my God, he's Candyman finally.
Man.
And that covered the movie.
Hey, fact. Going to be big time here in LA with the Super Bowl.
Oh my
It's
God.
Not a matchup I was looking for or expected, but I know it's going to be a good game.
Nobody expected this matchup, and I think that's what a great storyline is in part. Given
That's
that
not a
we've
great
experienced-
storyline. We wanted to see Pat.
We're getting. You and Chiefs Nation wanted to see Pat. Meanwhile, the rest of
Pat
America.
Niners would've been amazing.
Okay, fine. The rest of America and everyone that was in SoFi for the 49ers Rams game were watching your game
No, I know.
end.
They
And what did
cheered
everyone
against.
do? They cheered.
Because they knew that, okay, we have a great chance of winning.
No,
because
they
they'll
knew
have to
that
play
they
the
didn't
Chiefs.
have to watch Brittany Matthews or Jackson Mahomes
Sit down.
smother our social media feeds or shower us with champagne or do stupid TikTok dances on the logo in the middle of the field before the game. Like, what the hell are you doing, man?
So, question. With the two teams who took L's, my Chiefs and E's Niners, who has the better chance to return to the championship round next year?
Look, even though the quarterback situation for the 49ers is up in the air, I'm still going to have to roll with the Chiefs just because the most important centerpiece is physically there. It's fine.
Okay.
It's there. The system is set, right? The Chiefs just kind of have to do a little bit more of the retooling, right? Ensuring that their offensive five or the offensive stars and studs that they have are healthy rolling in. E brought up a great point. One injury away from Kelsey or Hill will put them in jeopardy regardless of Patrick Mahomes being available or not. That team is predicated on having those weapons available so it can make the game a lot easier for both the rushing attack as well as for the other players, right? So I think the Chiefs are the ones that are better set to truly make it back, not only to the conference game, but also to the Super Bowl. I think the 49ers are a couple of years away from getting there, period, because I want to see Trey Lance develop in the system. So I'm not putting stock in that yet.
No, yeah, and that's what we need to see from Trey. Are you really that guy? You know what I'm saying? And he's going to have to prove it. That's why I would say the Chiefs as well, not trying to be a homer.
No, of course you are, because you are a homer.
I'm not a homer sometimes. But, yeah, I just want to see more from the running game next year. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, you use a first-round pick on him. I would love to have McKinnon back because he adds that speed and burst. But I think
Jody Fortson.
they need to. Oh yeah, Jody too returned from the injury. But I want to see more emphasis on the running game and Clyde to help Mahomes so that you can close. Because if you go back and watch the tape, they ran the ball and they won the Super Bowl.
Yes.
So. Hey, man, I can't wait for the Super Bowl.
Do you hear how depressed you sound?
Yeah, I'm so disappointed. We should be playing, but hey, it is what it is.
It's so nice to see you back down to earth. Fans, we hope that you're back down to earth with us too. As usual, don't forget to like, subscribe. Tell us what you thought about today's episode. Do you agree with some of our takes about who's going to make it back to the Super Bowl first? Are you a fan of what happened in this wild conference weekend of football? All those takes, you can find us on social media. I am at HeimsLA. He is
Michael the PG.
Michael Matthew.
Yeah.
And Michael the PG.
Michael Matthew. You can find me on Michael the PG on all of the social media platforms.
And then his OnlyFans, his baby is Shazam. We'll catch you next week.
Peace.